Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Auditor General has made some damning revelations about cybersecurity in her recent ArriveCan report related to your department. Quote, there were deficiencies in the testing of the ArriveCan application cybersecurity testing completed by resources that were not security cleared or identified on task authorizations. The Auditor General further found that some of the resources that were involved in the security assessments did not have the proper security clearance. Minister, how can we be assured that your government has the security of Canadians at their highest priority when companies that are being contracted to provide cybersecurity on your priorities are not even being cleared for security clearance? How can you guarantee to Canadians that none of their personal information using the ArriveCan app was not compromised by these companies that did not have security clearance?
So, Mr. Chair, through you, we obviously were concerned with those Auditor General findings. My discussions with the President of the Border Services Agency have reassured me that she, before the Auditor General's report, as you know, the procurement ombudsperson also looked at this, has put into place a series of measures that will not allow that circumstance to happen.
And I appreciate that going forward, Minister, but can you guarantee that Canadians' personal information was not compromised by these companies that did not have security classifications to provide cybersecurity testing on the ArriveCan app? Can you tell Canadians that their information was not compromised?
What I can tell Canadians is that our government and organizations like the Canadian Security Establishment, which would have sort of an overarching responsibility around the protection of federal IT systems, are very effective at doing everything we possibly can to protect all systems that would contain the data, personal data of Canadians. None of this work is perfect, and that's precisely why we work with allies around the world, the Five Eyes. That's precisely why this mandatory reporting will be an important element of that.
Minister, are you investigating whether this possible information was compromised? Is there any investigation by your department ongoing into whether that information was compromised?
All of the circumstances around the ArriveCan app and the development of that and the role of some private contractors is being investigated. And as I say, I have every confidence that those incidents identified by the Auditor General have been corrected. Reminding the committee that in the context of those first months of COVID, there was across governments, across the country, provincial governments, I was the Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs, a rush to do what was necessary.
There's no excuse when Canadians' private information is put at risk. No excuse.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. We're moving on to